Paving is definitely not what it used to be, not in my days. Porcelain trending like it is now, we've got to really think about how we're cutting it. Paving's changed to what it used to be. It's calibrated, it's rectified, and we're working to small tolerances all the time now. Even with this slate, it's absolutely near as perfect. The industry has changed. The paving industry has changed massively. We're laying more tiles outside than we've ever done before, and it's outdoor tiling. And because of those changes, we have to adapt to using new methods and new practices. to be a bit more cheery today. Ryan said I'm not very cheery, and that's because I got a bad head. Anyway, we'll go into that. Look, we're laying the paving, and Brian, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Apart from laying paving, no. Obviously, we're laying these rows down here, as you can see, keeping it nice and straight, getting the correct falls. We've got your special magic mix on there.
Yeah.
And
is it good, that magic mix?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as you have enough water. Though the bag was sat on the drive, it was quite dry as well, wasn't it? And we were exposed.
Surprisingly, yeah. I was quite surprised. I thought, especially with all the rain that we've had and everything, I thought it was going to be really wet.
Yeah, but what I laid yesterday, it'd gone off solid, hadn't it?
Yeah, it's rock solid.
And we are mixing this by hand. We haven't got a forced paddle mixer here. And what we want to be able to... That's what we want to do. And when you look at that ball now, right, of sand and cement, can you imagine if there was a lot of water in that? It would evaporate. There'd be nothing left in the middle of it. It'd be weak, basically. But remember, you can't put too much cement in your mortar as well, because if you put too much cement, it's heating up and it's curing and it starts cracking. You just got to get the mixture right. What we'd like to go for is we'd like to go for that. And that's about a 5-to-1, maybe a little bit more, but try to go for about a 5-to-1. There we are. Look, just put that down to one side. You can actually see that. So when you look at that, that's good compaction. That can compact. And remember, is that the best way to think of it is like fluids. Fluids are used in hydraulics because it doesn't compact, and it causes pressure and it pushes things away. So if you start putting water in that, what's going to happen is the water's not going to compress when you're tapping it down. So what we're doing, we're laying our mortar in, we're compacting it, then we're fluffing it a little bit and adding a little bit more in places where we need to. And in some cases we're laying dry. We've got 2 units here, if you have a look here, right? Yeah. We've got one unit we've just put some slurry on, and we've got one dry unit, right? So sometimes we're using the dry unit just to tap down to see what our beds are like, then we can pick that back up and we can fill the voids up underneath so we don't end up with any voids. That was one of the other things I was talking about many years ago, was what constitutes a full mortar bed, and nobody's ever been able to give me the answer of that, unless they said as long as it's the slab of the unit is fully supported. I don't mean it in respect of dabs or spot laying, but as long as the unit's fully supported. And I was reading the other day on Tony McCormack's site, the paving expert, he's been around for years, and he says on there, and he quantifies what is a full bed, and he says 70% as a full bed. So I don't know, should I avoid, but what you want is a full bed underneath. So by dry laying, putting the slab down, tapping down, picking it back up, filling your voids up, then slurrying, then placing on top, you're going to ensure that you don't have any voids underneath. But what you are going to find is that as the years go on, you start getting better at this, and it's taking the time, but you will have a full bed underneath. You can see that's absolutely solid. But we're a little bit deep at the moment in the middle, so about 3 inches, so we want to get it back down to about 2 inches, because otherwise it starts becoming expensive. But you think of the time that we're saving on mixing, and just by mixing it as a semi-dry.
It's faster, yeah.
Yeah, it is, it's faster. So anyway, that's enough of that. I've said enough. If you've got any questions, just drop us an email, info@greentoplandscapes. I apologise if I don't get back to everyone, but there's so many coming in, but I will get back to all of you sooner or later. One thing you can always rely on is the Great British weather. The thing is, porcelain is a quality product, and you just need quality tools to. It's not like it used to be. That's all I can say. Absolutely stunning, and every time you clean it off, it just looks amazing. We've definitely come to a cross point now. How we're laying paving outdoors. What you normally see in your bathrooms and your kitchens, we're laying outdoors now, and it needs to be laid correctly. It can be laid simply with the right tools. It's amazing how a modern contemporary product can look so natural with this wood effect grain on the surface. It's amazing. We've come to a new level now with the paving wall. There's no doubt about it. We're bringing the indoors, outdoors. It's a premium product. You need premium tools.